The Philadelphia experiment stands as a pinnacle of American wartime legends, purportedly demonstrating technological marvels beyond the public's wildest imaginations. Its allure not only stems from its supposed success, but also from the mystique that surrounds its very mention. A blend of fear, awe, and patriotic wonder. This essay aims to dissect the layers of the Philadelphia experiment, exploring both its historical footprint and its expansive influence on contemporary culture. By navigating through facts, myths, and the gray areas in between, we hope to uncover the reality behind this legendary event. World War II was a hotbed of scientific and technological innovation, driven by the dire needs and existential threats of the era. The U.S. Navy, a pivotal force in the war, was at the forefront of several cutting-edge technologies, including radar and sonar. In 1943, the same year as the alleged Philadelphia experiment, the U.S. Navy was also deeply involved in other significant military strategies. Understanding this context is crucial to evaluating the plausibility of the Navy conducting an experiment of such a controversial and fantastical nature. On that fateful day in October 1943, the USS Eldridge was claimed to have been rendered invisible to enemy devices. The ship not only vanished from sight but, according to some accounts, from physical space, teleporting from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, and back again. Eyewitnesses, a mix of naval officers and dock workers, provided fragmented accounts of the events. Some spoke of a greenish fog enveloping the ship before it disappeared. Others recounted severe physical ailments among the crew upon their return. The tangible evidence supporting the Philadelphia experiment is a patchwork of declassified documents, anecdotal narratives, and heavily redacted military correspondence. One of the key documents often cited is the alleged diary of a sailor aboard the USS Eldridge, which details the experiment and its horrifying aftermath. Scientifically, the feasibility of such an experiment raises numerous questions. This section delves into the mechanics of the supposed technology used and the physics principles that would need to be violated or harnessed to achieve the results claimed. Interview with historical expert Dr. Helen Briggs, a renowned World War II historian, shares her insights into the technological capabilities of the era. According to Dr. Briggs, the notion of rendering a ship invisible aligns loosely with contemporary research into electromagnetic fields, but executing such an experiment successfully would have been a monumental feat. Considering the technological constraints of the 1940s, the Philadelphia experiment, as described in popular tales, seems implausibly advanced, Dr. Briggs explains. This expert perspective sheds light on the scientific landscape during the period of the alleged experiment. Optical invisibility involves bending light around an object so that it neither absorbs nor reflects light waves. Theories of electromagnetic radiation, which were in their infancy in the early 20th century, suggest a theoretical possibility of such an effect. This section explores the scientific principles that could potentially support the concept of making a large object like a ship invisible. It also discusses the advancements in related technologies that have been made since the 1940s, providing a benchmark for understanding the alleged experiment's scientific plausibility. The culture of secrecy pervasive in military operations, especially during wartime, often leads to public speculation and myth-making. The U.S. government's history is rife with projects shrouded in secrecy, from the Manhattan Project to the testing of experimental aircraft at Area 51. This environment provides fertile ground for the gestation of legends like the Philadelphia experiment. Here we investigate other known instances of military experiments with technology, drawing parallels and distinguishing factors in the process. The tale of the Philadelphia experiment has not only persisted, but thrived in popular culture. It has inspired numerous books, documentaries, and a notable 1984 feature film. These portrayals have cemented the experiment in the public imagination far beyond the original claims. In this section, we examine how the narrative has been adapted and dramatized over the decades, influencing how people perceive not only this event, but also the capabilities and moral compass of the military-industrial complex. Conspiracy theories often reflect societal anxieties and serve as a means of questioning authority. The Philadelphia experiment's enduring appeal can be attributed to its underlying themes of human experimentation, government secrecy, and advanced technology. This part of the essay delves into the psychology behind the formation and persistence of such theories. It also looks at how different communities, from scientific circles to conspiracy enthusiasts, have responded to the story of the Philadelphia experiment. The narrative of the Philadelphia experiment serves as a parable of technological ambition and its potential perils. During wartime America, such stories played a dual role. They boosted morale by depicting American ingenuity and served as cautionary tales about the reach and responsibility of scientific advancement. This section explores how the Philadelphia experiment and similar stories were used during the war, and how they have influenced public perception of military technology up to the present day. Despite the decades that have passed, a handful of individuals have come forward claiming to have witnessed or been part of the Philadelphia experiment. These accounts vary significantly in detail and verifiability, adding layers of complexity to the investigation. Here, we critically analyze these eyewitness testimonies, sifting through the possible truths and fabrications to better understand the core of the Philadelphia experiment narrative. The concept of time travel is intertwined with the more sensationalist versions of the Philadelphia experiment story. Beyond the realm of science fiction, time travel presents numerous paradoxes and theoretical challenges. In this section, interviews with contemporary physicists highlight the current understanding of time travel within the framework of relativity and quantum mechanics. This scientific backdrop helps contextualize some of the more fantastic claims associated with the Philadelphia experiment. The role of media in perpetuating myths. The media plays a crucial role in shaping and sustaining folklore. From sensational headlines to Hollywood blockbusters, the portrayal of events like the Philadelphia experiment often prioritizes entertainment value over factual accuracy. This part examines specific instances where media representation has played a pivotal role in the longevity and evolution of military and technological myths, drawing parallels with other well-known but equally disputed cases. Legal and ethical considerations. The ethical implications of conducting experiments that could potentially harm human subjects or violate moral standards are significant. This section discusses the legal frameworks that govern military experiments and the ethical debates they spark. Considering the alleged effects on the crew of the USS Eldridge, such as severe nausea and disorientation, the Philadelphia experiment, if true, would raise serious ethical questions. Personal insight and reflection. Delving into the enigma of the Philadelphia experiment has been a journey through a labyrinth of history, science, and narrative. As an investigative author, the challenge lies in discerning fact from fiction, a task that often reveals more about our society's hopes and fears than about the events themselves. In this concluding personal note, I reflect on the impact of this investigation on my understanding of historical narratives and the power they hold over collective memory. Conclusion. The Philadelphia experiment remains a compelling story of mystery, technology, and the shadows cast by war. Whether it was an extraordinary military secret or a fantastic piece of wartime lore, it continues to fascinate and provoke. In this investigation, we have navigated through historical records, scientific theories, personal testimonies, and cultural impacts to present a comprehensive view of the Philadelphia experiment. The truth may still be out there, blurred by time and tale, but the journey through its foggy contours has been illuminating. By examining such legends, we not only explore our past, but also reflect on the ethical and philosophical dimensions of our ongoing relationship with technology and authority. This essay has thoroughly explored the depths of the Philadelphia experiment, a narrative that has intrigued and mystified audiences for decades. By carefully dissecting evidence, engaging with experts, and analyzing its cultural impact, we have ventured through the layers of myth and reality. Whether the events of 1943 at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard occurred as told, or are merely the creations of wartime imaginations fueled by technological fantasies, remains a question. However, the exploration itself reveals much about human nature, our fears, our hopes, and our relentless pursuit of the unknown. Thank you for joining me on this intriguing exploration of one of the most captivating military legends in American history. Whether you came seeking facts, theories, or just a good story, I hope you leave with a richer understanding of how deeply technology and myth can intertwine in the fabric of cultural narratives.